Shalom, shalom, everyone. This is Ayana. I am the facilitator of the YHUHderek channel here on YouTube. First, I would like to thank you for all of you using your valuable time to look at the videos, to research, to use them as tools to learn in your walk towards YHUH. I would like to give a status update of the channel, what some of the plans are, and why it has been inactive for the last 18 to 24 months, and the reasons why. First, let me get into why the channel is named YHUHderek. The reason why it's named that is because YHUH, that's the name of our Father, our Creator, and Derek is both are Hebrew words. Derek means a direction, a path, to follow one's lead in a direction, in a certain way. And so YHUH's word is our direct, and he tells us many times. If you look that word up, direct is in scripture so many times. It talks about his way, to follow his direction, his commandments, even in what's known as the New Testament. Yahusha and his followers were called the Way. So that was a fitting name for the channel. Now, in actual Hebrew, the words would be backwards. The verb is usually first, and the proper noun in this case is second. But because YHUHderek has a better ring to it, that was the name that was given to the channel. So again, I wanted to thank you for everyone who's ever watched a video. So let me update you. So first, on the personal side, for the last 18 months to 24 months, I have been seriously ill. I don't know how to go into this, but I had some uncontrolled bleeding in my uterus. I had to be hospitalized several times. I was very weak. A lot of days I couldn't even move because of the amount of bleeding. I've had to have numerous transfusions, and I even had 2 operations to look into it, and that is the main reason why. But in addition to that, to make things more complicated, for those of you that don't know, the majority of the audience doesn't know, I have several chronic illnesses. So I have lupus, which affects the muscle tendons all over my body. I also have fibromyalgia, and I have a series of other syndromes and things. So my health has always been precarious, but in the last 2 years, it has been very serious. And leading up to me having a near-death experience. I'm not sure if I will ever talk about that or share that with you, but beginning of 2017, or what they call the beginning of 2017, I was hospitalized, and I almost died. And from that point forward, I kind of really set me back. It really made me do some changes, and so that is that. Now, I am not cured, but I am feeling better. So now that I'm feeling better, I'm doing better, I'm more active, I'm up. I want to talk to you about what's going to happen with the YHUHderek channel. And also, let me address also what, there was supposed to be a website that never got up, so let me go into that right now. The reason why it was never able to get off the ground is because I needed a lot more money as far as having the bandwidth to operate the channel because I wanted to have all the videos that are on the YouTube page. I wanted to transfer them to the channel. You need a lot of um, you need a lot of memory, a lot of gigabytes to be able to do that. And quite honestly, I couldn't afford it. I really would like to do it, but at this point, we'll just deal with what we can, and hopefully, the public, if you're satisfied with what you're getting, you'll be moved to help in that matter. Now, as for the YouTube page, the YHUHderek page on YouTube, I went back to the drawing board, so to speak, with YHUH. Um, he has taken me deeper. So when I say deeper, let me explain just a little bit. When you are looking for something that is old, when you are looking for the original, not only form, but also the original meanings, you have to take off the things that have been added over time. So you have to peel away the English, you have to peel away the Latin, you have to peel away the Greek, you have to peel away anything else that might be. And so, in essence, you're digging for the truth. Now, there is a scripture that YHUH tells that men need to look for him in his word and seek it like treasure. And as we all know, most treasure is in the ground. So you have to dig, you literally have to dig, you have to take a shovel, you have to dig through, you have to, sift through the dirt to make sure, you are getting, nothing is getting past you, you're not accidentally, shoveling away. So it's the same thing in researching. So when I say dig deeper, when YHUH had me dig deeper, I'm going through time. I'm digging through time. I'm digging through political agendas, religious agendas. I'm digging through the points or some sort of consensus of what things believe. I'm digging through the archaeology. I'm digging through different languages. I'm digging through to get to the truth. So think of all the videos that are currently on the YHUHderek page on YouTube. Think of that as the first row of bricks in the foundation. All right, so now we are going into the second row. So we have that to stand on, those videos to stand on, but now we are going to add more. So instead of, there are going to be some changes, and let me quickly go down a list. So one of the changes is I'm going to move away from the rote style of, of presenting the alphabet or alphabet, okay, the alphabet. So instead of Alp is for ox, Beth is for house, um, that works to let you know what the symbol is. That does not work so well to let you know what the meaning when it comes to start to build and form words. So I'm going to get away from that. I'm going to show you the meaning. I'll have them grouped differently, and I'll show you that there's a relationship group. They're relational groupings. It'll make it easier to understand. It'll stay in your mind more when you see them compared to each other versus in order. So that's one thing. Also, I am going to move when I did these videos, the previous videos that you have now. Um, you see that I tried to be very formal, very teacher-like, kind of scholarly, and it was because I wanted to be taken seriously. I wanted you to understand that this information, um, it was sort of a classroom format, classroom prose, I guess, for lack of a better term. I'm going to drop that. Okay, I'm going to drop that because that puts you in the mind of having formal teaching your classroom days, and that's not what I want to do. When you, as children, when we learned from our mothers and our fathers as children, it was done in whatever It was done in the home. You were in a comfortable environment. It wasn't a formal teacher speak, okay, or theologian speak or scholar speak. It was however your mom and dad spoke. So another thing is I'll be moving from PowerPoint to a movie formal video format. Those kind of videos take longer. You do a lot of cutting and pasting, a lot of editing, and it's common on YouTube, but the majority of the videos that you see presented on the YHUHderek page is PowerPoints. And they were great for at the time. I did the best that I could with them. There's nothing wrong with them, but I want to improve on that. So it will take a little longer to get the videos ready. Um, if there's any equipment that I'll need, it may take longer to get that, but the videos will definitely be in higher quality and high definition. So another thing will be that we're going to start, like I said, we're going to start at the basics. When I began the YHUHderek channel, I started right in with the alphabet. I assumed you knew Hebrew was from right to left. I assumed that you knew the letters. I assumed that you knew that was, how to translate what the difference between modern Hebrew and scriptural Hebrew. I'll show you when it's written in English, when Hebrew words are written in English, all of those letters are not there. It's assumed that you know that. So I'll start. That will change is when I did the YHUHderek channel, I absorbed all the costs. Go to a movie format. There's equipment that I didn't have, and I stated that a little bit when I was talking about the website. There's added things, and so I am going to be asking for donations. I am going to be asking for the help of the public, for those who are inclined to see the YHUHderek page and hopefully website go forward. I just need that help. Hopefully you'll be inclined to help out with whatever you can. It won't be a specified amount, but whatever you can, because quite frankly, I need the help in order to get this done. So that is pretty much, those are the changes. Now, I'm not quite sure what I want to do with the videos that are already on there. I'm not sure if I should just archive them. I'm not sure if I should just remove them. I guess is where I could ask. I'm actually am asking for input from you with regard to the videos that are presently on the page, on the YouTube page. What should be done with them? Should they be removed when I upload the new ones? Should they be archived? Should they just stay on the page? Or what should happen? So if you could please let me know. You can place your comments on the video below. I will get that notification, but I would really like for you to contact me directly. So let me give you my email. It is YHUHderek@mail.com. Now I would like to present the alphabet and in the relationships that I talked about earlier. So here they are. I may still change that yet. There is some fine tuning, but these are the groups. And as you can see, I have them grouped in their relationships together. I have the consonants. I have the A's, the H's, the S's, the T's. I have the inserts, and we'll talk about that. And as we go through each group, you'll see how they correlate with one another. And this is what YHUH has shown me in the past year. And when I show you the meanings, you are going to it's going to be so much easier. It's going to be so much easier to understand and to keep it in mind. All right. So there they are. All right. So the last thing that I would like to do, which is I've never done on video, but I have always done in person, is I would really like to take the time to thank. I did not do this all by myself. Behind these videos are people who helped supported me with research, with equipment, with donations, with advice. These people helped me over the years, and I would like to take the time to thank them. So, first and foremost, I definitely would like to thank um, the two best women that I know, and their names are Tina and Delora, or D. Thank you, sisters. We were close. We've been close for several years. We learned Yahuwah. We researched. We bounced ideas off together. These women helped me not only with the YHUHderek channel. They helped me personally. They are the ones that helped when my computer died. They are the ones that gave me a new computer so I could continue to do all the things that I needed to. These women, I have absolutely nothing bad to say about these women. I'd also would like to thank um, Ann Yahoo. She goes by Kana Yahoo. She was a really good woman. I've known her for a number of years. We bump heads, but we make each other stronger. She's is truly, when I talk with her and we talk about scripture, it's always been like iron sharpening iron, and we both. I really appreciate everything. She supported me. We've talked to each other. She's come down to see me twice, and I got to know her and her family, and she's got to know me and mine. And I thank you, sister. I would like to thank Leah and her family. Leah, thank you so much, sister. Um, when I was going in the midst of all the hospitalizations and being really, really sick and really, really ill, she was there. She encouraged me. She helped. She helped me with when it was bad during that time. It was really bad, and she would just talk with me, and she would relate with me, and we got on the prayer line with her and her husband and other like-minded people, and it was really great. Thank you so much, Leah. I'd like to thank Rick and Tasha. These are, I love these two. This is a beautiful couple, beautiful family. I did meet them also. We talk, we have scripture study. They have a Shabbat presentation that I've been going to. And, after I had my near-death experience, I kind of freaked out for a while. And I kind of went off. It's like, I'm going to do things for me. And I kind of went away from Yahuwah for a while because I was told it totally. Anybody who's ever had a near-death experience know what I'm talking about. It's just your reaction to it. But they came, they talked with me, and I missed Yahuwah. And when you know, their Shabbat service, it was refreshing and it was soothing, and I missed Yola, and they don't know it, but they actually played a part for me to come back to norm after that reaction. So thank you, brother and sister. I'd like to thank Nasser and Keisha. I met them just last year. I was actually just recovering. They don't know that. I was just recovering, and we met, and I did not feel good during that visit, but I met them. They were beautiful. Their children were beautiful, beautiful young couple, and they were seeking the word, and they came all the way up to see me, And I am so appreciative, and I thank them because they actually supported me. They believed in the videos in the YHUHderek uh, channel on YouTube. They provided some Photoshop equipment, and I'm forever grateful to them both. Thank you both. Um, I'd like to thank Katara. I haven't forgotten you, Katara. Katara Walker. I thank you, thank you, thank you. She talked with me. You know, she would talk to me during that time too, and I was recovering. I just felt ill. I didn't feel good at all, and we would talk to each other and uplift each other. And I miss you, sis, and hopefully we can talk again. I want to thank the woman who actually took me under her wing when I first learned about Yahuwah, and it was something within me that Yahuwah put in me. I wanted to know the Hebrew. I don't know where that came from. Um, it I don't know where. I mean, I've always wanted to know the origin of words and etymology and things like that. But when I started learning the truth about Yola, there was one woman who took me under her wing, and I'd like to thank her. I thanked her privately. I thanked everyone personally, but I'd like to thank her publicly, and that's Cheryl Getting. But I really would like to thank her. She took me. She was patient with me. She gave me a platform when I had only a little bit of knowledge, but she allowed me to start presenting things and to get a knack to present today. So if it wasn't for that lady, I probably would not be presenting videos today. So I definitely want to thank Cheryl Getting. Lastly, I would like to thank Reese Houseman. We would talk for hours about scripture and what we learned, and we would talk every day. And I hope that you're doing well, you and your family, your sons. I pray to Yahweh that all is good with you. But I want to thank everyone who has ever come across the YHUHderek page, who has ever emailed me with a question or even an accusation. I want to thank all the people who spoke against me, who came against me. I want to thank even people who I would not consider nice and probably an enemy. I want to thank everybody because it's the entire journey that brings me to this point right here. And most of all, I want to thank Yah. Yahuwah. Ab is Father. Yah is short for Yahuwah. That's the essence of Yahuwah. So Yah, thank you. Thank you so much for being patient with me. I'm a sinner. I'm no good. Most times I'm ignorant. But I thank you. I thank you for being patient with me. I thank you for the long suffering that you endure just because of me. I thank you. I thank you that you saw me through, which is probably one of the worst times in my life. I thank you. And now I pray that everyone who hears this, everyone that I mentioned, everyone that I thought about, in the name of Yahuwah, that you be Baruch in his Kadash name, that his spirit comes into your heart, that he comes into your mind, he feels you, he feels your homes, he feels your family, he Baruchs you for no reason at all, because you definitely didn't earn it. It's just because he's so good that he gonna do it anyway. I pray that he forgives you for every sin that you've ever committed. Sins that you know you committed and the ones you don't even know you did. I ask that he forgives you. I ask that he builds you up to the person that he originally made you for. That that you listen to him and he begin to talk to you and reveal who you are. I ask in the name of Yahuwah that he break every curse that people speak against you, that he improves you, he brings you, and those that he decides not to break, that he causes you to endure, because there are huge lessons in enduring. Not that you escape it, but that you endure it. That there are huge benefits to that. That he causes you to endure and that he increases you. May Yahweh keep you in safety and in good health, in a sound mind in these turbulent times, to not be afraid and that to continue on with him. And I ask for all this in Yahweh's name through Yahushua HaMashiach. I say shalom, shalom, and shalom to you all.